A new period in the faction war has officially begun. We're going to check out the rewards we got, everything else new in the game as of today, and the store, if there's any new content in the store, and all that good stuff as well. Your thoughts so far regarding the faction war? Feel free to let me know in the comments section. Overall, I think it's pretty good, but we'll see how it plays out. I think this cosmetic was already in the store, the Majestic Madness, but okay. The war continues phase 2. Okay, so it's phase 2 instead of period 2. I think phase 2 works better, but it did say period 2. But anyways, let's see. Helm Boost, Material Collection, Helm Boost event will run for 3 weeks, okay, from the 4th of November through the 25th of November. Smuggler Pass Boost event also happening this coming weekend, in case you want to get some additional Smuggler Pass points. And the Wolf Steel. Oh, yeah, I got that one because, well, wolves and whatnot. Okay, so let's go in the store first and see if there's anything else new in the store. You still have a few weeks to earn these Halloween-themed cosmetics. So the new ones and the old ones with the Halloween coins from doing the Reapers and the Requiem of the Lost event. So let's see if there's anything else new. It looks like it's pretty much the same stuff. Is that new? I don't know if that's new. It may not be. But anyways, yeah, the basic stuff in the store, as you would expect. Yeah, I don't think any of this is new. I think this is all content that's been rotated in over and over again over the past year. There might be some new stuff here. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to the game, and we'll see where we stand in the war. Now, the way it should have gone down is each side won a territory. That the southern portion of the coast of Africa, that one piece down the bottom left corner, should have gone to the DMC. And the top right-hand corner, which included Telloc, that should have gone to the French. But we'll see if that's how it ended up occurring, playing out. Alright. So anyways, we'll just run over here and get out of the way. It looks like William might have a mission, or else it's just tied to the Halloween event. Alright, let me get all this stuff out of the way. See, Battle Period 1 result, territories captured, claim your rewards. A new battle period has started. I think, do y'all like phase better over period? I think I like phase. See, both sides, as I suggested, each got a W. Basically a tie game. You know, but DMC got one territory. French got one territory. Alright, so let's view the rewards. Alright, so we each got this emblem. And I'm sure the DMC faction got an emblem as well. So we'll go ahead and claim that. And oh boy, whoever wins next gets a chest full of stuff that we already got. Oh great. It won't be till you get the 4th and 5th win that you get these unique colors for your ship. And then 8 wins will get you this cell emblem. Cell pattern to go with this cell emblem. And I think that's technically the complete set. For the ships. Oh, and the nameplate. Corsair for the French. I don't know what it is for the DMC. But yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff that a lot of us already have. Alright, let's have a look at the war map. So this is completely in control of the DMC. And this is in complete control of the French. So how's the war going? Alright, so the French are winning this territory. So we have a chance to continue expanding up here. And let's see how this is going. This one's a lot closer. It feels like, yeah, we're doing a better job up here. The French are taking this territory. But we are barely trailing the DMC here. So there is always the possibility that one faction starts to get the W's and the other faction starts getting the L's. Or it might just go, 1-to-1, just like it did last time. I feel like the French side, the company, we're going to be more inclined to fight for this because we want to expand our hold up here, along with this win that we got over the past several days. So we might want to grab that as well. And the DMC should be motivated to do this as well. But we'll see how it plays out. This battle period will go on for 13 more days. And, well, good luck both sides. We'll see how that goes. Let's see, what else was there? I think there was something else really quick. Is there anything additional to the seasonal journey? No. Okay, so if you already completed the seasonal journey doesn't have any new periods or phases. So let's go back to the faction war real quick. There was something else I wanted to look at. All right, so I guess they expanded this where everybody that was doing this maxed out at 10. I guess we get 10 more spaces here. So you can, I guess, go up to 20 now with period 2 of the war. So you can end up claiming all this stuff. Nothing too unique or interesting here, but just additional stuff. And then going forward, more of this stuff. So I guess they're going to do it in like sets of 10. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because you have 60 tiers total in this, and this will unlock at battle period 6. All right. Okay, so I think that's pretty much everything, if I'm not mistaken. But overall, yeah, I mean, it's the war. Well, what's war good for, right? But let's see if Blackwood has anything for us. I think that this is nothing new. I could be wrong. All right, another hollow day. Okay, so this is not new. I mean, this has been rotating in the game for the past few weeks. Apex Hunter, Lord of the Seas, and then of course, this is tied into the Halloween event. What's he got in his shop? Anything? I think it's the same stuff. All right. What about down here? About the same. Doesn't seem like there's anything too new. Alright, let's go say hi to Yanita real quick. But overall, I feel like that's probably about it when it comes to this current phase or period in the faction war. Both sides claim to win. And now both sides are fighting over to new territories in order to expand their empire. So one thing I do want to do is I want to go sell around the two different locations to see if there's actually any physical change to the map. So we'll look at that real quick after we spend a little quality time with Unita and see if she has anything interesting. See, she got a 1,000-year monsoon. Okay, I might get that blueprint. But yeah, it's just, other than that, it's pretty much the same. Okay, so let's go have some fun. Let's start off with our region of the map. Well, as in the French side. Go back with my course colors. Even though I do have a gripe though. It's like on the side of the company, right? We should not be getting aggroed by the course fleet because they're allies of the French. They are French. So why are we being attacked by the course fleet? What's up with that, Hubic twins? Bertrand. So that's what it looks like. It looks okay. I'm guessing somebody that has the DMC version is just the DMC logo, maybe with 2 swords as well. But if I see anybody that actually has the DMC emblem, we'll definitely look at it. All right, so let's go for a little trip down to... we'll go down to Africa next. We'll go tick off the DMC. But first I want to go up here. I want to sell around here for a minute. I won't take too much time. I just want to sell around and see if there's actually like physical change to the territory. I want to see French ships up here. I don't want to see Dutch stuff. I think that there should be French stuff. That would make sense since the company has officially claimed this turf. Well, there's a player ship right there that has the French drip. And they also have the faction emblem. Okay, cool. Is that a player ship or is that just an NPC ship? I'm sure it's a player ship. Alright, so we'll sail over here. And we'll see if there's actually French ships here. Alright, so that's somebody doing, I guess, what are they doing? They're doing something. I think they're doing the war cargo event, like the PvP thing. I'm just looking at this. It's okay. But yeah, I honestly think that the course fleet shouldn't aggro us if we're on the side of the company. But okay. Whenever we're fighting the Hubik twins, right, and the Sea Lords, I understand the course fleet attacking us during that battle. But like in free roam, like they should chill. All right. So far, I haven't really seen anything too different, but I'll sail around for a minute, and if I see any changes, I will show it off. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna be honest. I've sailed around and I've only seen like 2 French ships fighting a DMC ship, and I haven't noticed any real like change to the map. I guess it's less chaotic because the war's not happening here anymore, for the most part. It's more chill, but I don't see any like physical changes to this region, implying that the French won. Like the Rampa territories are still Rampa territories. I guess that probably wouldn't change. But I guess what we'll do is we'll dock over here, and then I'll fast travel down to the southern coast of Africa, and we'll look at that territory controlled by the Dutch, because there should be some significant change down there, because there were several territories, outposts, towns, whatnot, under the control of the French that are now under the control of the Dutch. So there should be some change down there, right?
Wrong.
All right, so let's have a look down here. Now, once again, a lot of this portion of the southern coast of Africa was originally under the French to begin with. And should there be physical changes to the map? I would say so, but I'm looking in the distance and that doesn't look different. But we'll sail over here real quick. You know what? Taking a frigate up a river is a really brilliant idea. I really should use a smaller ship. But anyways, I'm going out into the open ocean. Okay, so here's the problem. This is a little gripe I have. This territory is under the control of the DMC. And, well, Ubisoft, are those DMC flags? No. Why are French ships still here? Okay, so the problem I'm going to have here, and this is going to be a rant, is that if you're going to have a faction war where territories are actually taking over territory, especially territory that was once under the control of another faction, like down here where the French were in control of it, and the DMC wins this area, then the French flags, the company flags, should be gone. The DMC flags should reign supreme down here. And obviously I'm not on the side of the DMC in this war, but I think that there should be some obvious physical changes to the map. So what the hell is this crap? Like, all these company flags should be gone. The French ships should be gone and replaced by Dutch ships. So I don't understand why it doesn't look like nothing has really changed down here. Are we only going to see the change at the conclusion of the faction war? Maybe. Or in the end, does it just not really matter at all? Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I know it takes some effort to change cosmetically the look of these territories, especially ones that are controlled by the DMC and the French. But if you're going to do a faction war where these two factions are fighting over territory and one faction claims the other's territory, then that territory should have physical changes to it. Like I said, there should be DMC flags and banners where there were once company flags and banners down here. So yeah, that is definitely a gripe I have regarding the faction war, because it just doesn't feel like anything has really changed in the world. And I think that cosmetic misstep is not good, because the players are going to come down here curious about Okay, does the game look different? Is there any physical changes that they made, from the first period to the second period to show you that this area is now in control of the Dutch? Now, the only way you can go and see that is here, right? This is the only way. But if you actually sail around here, there is no DMC flag. There's only company flags and banners and company ships like there was before the war. Like, that's not the way war and conquest work. But anyways, that's just my opinion. Hopefully Ubisoft will do something about that. I'm guessing they'll make those changes at the conclusion of the faction war and the end of the season in a couple months from now. However long this season goes on for. Let me look at the calendar real quick. So 97 more days. Jeez, this is going to be a quick minute. But you still have a few more weeks to do the Roving Lost, Rec Room of the Lost event, the Halloween event, whatever you wish to call it, from now all the way up to, I think, the 24th. And then there are going to be other stuff coming up, like December 9th, we'll have the Azure Solstice time-limited event returning. But you still have several weeks to knock out the Halloween event if you haven't done so already. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for, I guess, the first phase or period of the faction war, the outcome. Basically a tie ball game. The DMC claimed a territory, and the French claimed a territory. Now, you could make the argument that DMC technically had the bigger win because all the territory down here was French for the most part, except for Elder's Cave. Elder's Cave looks like that's pirate controlled, but at the same time, we did take Tellock, and Tellock is one of the only two dens in the game. So I'm just going to call it a draw. Like, each side got a W. We each got our cell emblem to, I guess, sport around in during the war. But, yeah, the DMC lost this. It really wasn't ever theirs to begin with because the Rampa basically controlled this area anyways. And apparently the Rampa still do control this area. But the French did have more control down here, except for, I think, one territory. I mean, one part of the territory, one outpost, one village. But yeah, it's just something that I think that they should have considered before they started the faction wars. The reality that if the DMC takes over a territory that was French, it should look more DMC, like with at least change the banners and flags out. And the same thing that goes for the company, right? If the company takes over one of these French territories, then the DMC banners and flags should be replaced by company flags and banners. But my guess is that they're simply just going to wait until the end of the faction war, because I guess there's going to be a winner. Or maybe there won't be a winner because the BTA is just going to come on in and swipe everybody away, right? Take everybody out. But yeah, currently the French are winning the East Indies Sea territory. And this is only the first day of the second period of the war by, 521,000. And the DMC is barely holding on to this territory. But, I mean, it's only the first few hours of period 2. So we still got 13 days left to see who ends up winning Lower East Africa as well as the East Indies Sea. So yeah, that's pretty much everything going on so far in the faction war as far as I could tell. If I missed something, feel free and let me know below in the comments section.